looked at Apex Park last time and we're coming back to it again this time. Frankly, my opinion really hasn't altered. I think that what is being proposed by Sedgemoor is not a benefit to the people of Burns and Highbridge, and I might actually, depending on what other people think, may be able to cut the debate short by simply proposing that this council tells Sedgemoor that it objects to the transfer of land to Bourne Leisure and full stop. I don't think we want to do it. I think that the BMX track, I have nothing against the BMX track moving, but if they do so, I think that should be done under their own steam, their own resources. I do not think that this land should be transferred away from Apex Park, and I object to it being transferred to a commercial company for their benefit. So I think this town council should say to Sedgemoor, we do not want to see this project go ahead. I have a seconder.
I would second. We have a seconder for that proposal. Should we take a vote on that proposal?
Sorry. As is the manager, I was fully prepared to, but I think probably there are other members who want to sit and I don't know if you want to.
We'll come back to the vote if that's all right.
Yes, because it's the first time it's been proposed.
This is our members' wishes.
But if it comes to the same results, then we'll come back to the council.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just firstly like to echo Councillor Harvey's thoughts to say that I feel the same way about it. What's been going through my mind is that in a year's time, 2 years' time, we could be put in a very precarious position where somebody, such as the Burnham Entertainment Group or another group, come to us as a council and say, we've got a great idea, have you got somewhere we can do it? And we very embarrassingly say, oh no, sorry, we've sold off, well, we've let go most of our land. I'm not saying we've got anything to go on the BMX track right now, but there again, we didn't have anything to go in the right-hand corner of the Linton Road car park a year ago. And hopefully this Christmas it's going to start producing, you know, something really worthwhile at the end of the town. So I just wanted to voice my opinion and echo Councillor Harvey's that I don't think this land should go to Bourne Leisure on something that's something that they want and not actually need. Whereas we can reverse that thought and say something that we actually may need and hold on to if at all possibility. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Collins.
Yeah, I've got two thoughts about this situation. The BMX track would lend itself to sort of an amphitheatre, I'm thinking of. I've seen in other towns an area that amateur dramatics could put on a play. There could be a band, or it's an area you set up where people can sit around, and if somebody wants to put on a play or do something, it's the way it's built up in the hills all around. It could lend itself to that, and I think it could be not very costly and it could be a useful asset to the town. On the other side of the coin, I realised I had a look at the grounds on Sunday, and it's a large area. It's 0.6 of an acre, I'm told, much bigger than the car park. So we certainly shouldn't give that up lightly. But we could, if it is a chance to upgrade the Apex, and I've been talking to the cafe owners down there. Those toilets are extremely busy. Sedgemoor can have to go down there 3 times a day in the summer. And I think if, it depends what could be drawn out of Bourne Leisure, but if they were prepared to put in a state-of-the-art toilet and maintain those toilets. Secondly, the cafe has no seating particularly for the cafe, so Sedgemoor are leasing this area to the cafe without any seating solely for the cafe use, and a sort of wooden arbour with a roof seating underneath. Could make that into a very useful area for people to sit and eat. So I just feel that there's got to be a very good offer from Bourne for us to give up that land, and that would improve the Apex a lot, and they would have to basically pay for all that and maintain the toilets over the period. But I don't think they should have at least anything like 50 years. It should be cut right down, and we can review it again at the end of the lease. So that's my opinion.
Thank you,
It's cake and eat it time, isn't it?
Prospect of any money coming off which Sedgemoor Act there, then prospects of Sedgemoor giving us any money after they've got the house on that.
Pretty limited.
A little stranger to go by. But by the way,
Chairman, with respect, I'm being the only Highbridge councillor here, I feel it's only right and proper that I speak on behalf of the number of Highbridge residents that have raised concerns about, and I keep using the term, the jewel in the crown that is the apex. I was pretty vociferous at the last council meeting to do with the lack of consultation, the veiled secrecy, and I use the word quite appropriately, the veiled secrecy from Sedgemoor District Council. It was me, with respect, that first brought it to the public's attention. It was hidden in an agenda item, in item 8, in an executive committee meeting several months ago. I'm still of the opinion that as a council, we need to oppose any move to transfer any of the land that is the apex to Bourne Leisure. If anything, what ought to happen, the BMX Club, I actually think that the BMX Club is a red herring. If the BMX Club want to relocate to wherever it is, the Oak Tree Arena or whatever, that's a separate issue. I actually think that the land should be returned to its former use, for use by the community in Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea.
thank you, Councillor Ross. Yes, Councillor
To coin the phrase that I used at the last meeting about another issue, that when I look at it and examine it, there are lots of unanswered questions. And I get the same thing with this proposal as well. There's no point in just repeating what I said, because I think on balance that's what the opinion I personally have. But one of the things that does seem rather strange to me is that somebody can want to have a commercial enterprise, but I haven't yet heard how much or what they're doing to actually fund it themselves. In my business experience, when I've gone and done things in business, I've had to find it myself somewhere or another, not just expect to be provided for me at the public expense. And the second point I would make is that I think we also have to think, as we've said about the benefits of having an open space, I think we have to project ourselves forward perhaps another 15 years. And you have to think with all of the housing developments that we're going to be taking, that we know about, and the ones that are going to come that we don't know about it, then these green open spaces will become more of a premium. And then we have no flexibility in the future. So I think on balance, I would have to say that I would also reject any proposal to see the development that's been requested.
members, we have a proposal from Councillor Harvey. Can you reiterate your proposal to the entirety, Councillor?
Hope I can get it clear this time. The proposal simply is that the Town Council express its opposition to the long lease or transfer of land by Sedgemoor District Council to Bourne Leisure. That we want the whole of Apex Park to remain for the benefit of the people of Burnham and Highbridge.
I'll second.
All those members in